Oh, y'all already know it's about that time. It's about that time. Like, I just finished watching Basketball Wives. It's up right now on my Patreon. If you want to watch along with me and get my reaction to this week's episode, I got a lot to say, so this probably going to be a long video. But just know, my anger level is here. It's here, yo. I don't even know what the fuck. I'm cussing already. I don't even know what to say right about now. Hello, everyone. My name is Keisha. If you're new here, this is the ColorMePynk channel, and you're tuning in to my All Tea All Shade Basketball Wives Season 12 Episode 6 recap. So we pick up where we left off on the last episode, where Brandi and Chantel were getting into it, because Chantel had been poking and antagonizing Brandi, kept on inserting herself in situations that had absolutely nothing to do with her. Brandi had done nothing to her, mind you. Let's just keep that in the forefront of our brains. And then when Brandi finally snapped and decided to check her and tell her to stay in a child's place, oh, now she the victim. Now Brandi is talking to her crazy. Brandi said to her, "I'm not your mom. That's how you talk to your mama." And that is, because we all see how she talks to Jackie. She's rude as hell to her mama. Jackie, though, and this whole episode, I was so proud of Jackie, because you saw the growth in her from old Jackie to new Jackie, especially with her relationship in regards to Chantel, because she politely and calmly says, "I don't like this. Brandi, respect my daughter. Call her by her name. Her name is Chantel. She's not a kid. Respect her on that level." But she also made it clear that this is between y'all, and I'm not trying to get into that. Because you grown and she's grown. That's my daughter and you're my friend at the end of the day. And I respected Jackie for that, because Jackie is seeing what's been going on, and she knows that her daughter was in the wrong. And just because you're my daughter don't mean that I'm not going to hold you accountable for your behavior. And in this case, Brandi had done nothing to you, little girl. And that's exactly what you're acting like, a little girl. So maybe if you didn't act like one, people wouldn't try to treat you like one, first of all. So then here come Shawnee and Evelyn, and I think it might have even been the niece girl, Brittany, or whatever, all telling Brandi that she didn't had an attitude all day. And Brandi was like, "No, I haven't." And here go Evelyn, "Yes, you did, because you had your hands all in Shawnee's face." She was not putting her hand in her face in no rah-rah way, but she was letting her know, "I'm a grown-ass woman and I can wear what I want to wear. This isn't your wedding, so who could give a fuck about what the hell you got to say about anything? Mind the business that pays you. And this cutout ain't one of them. Period. Who gonna check me? I'll wait." Like, girl, bye. So then Brandi apologizes to Jackie, for even going there with Chantel. Chantel is disgusted, because how dare you apologize to my mother and don't apologize to me? Why would she apologize to you? You the one need to be apologizing to her. So Chantel gets up to leave because she's done. She's going back to the Airbnb to her kids. But she wonders in her confessional why Jackie didn't say anything. coming from the same person that want to sit up here and call her mama all kind of crazies, whatever crazy Jackie got, heifer, you got it too. Because weren't you just there when she said something to Brandi sticking up for you? See, you so dumb that you're not even realizing that these girls are setting you up. They setting you up. They don't like you for real. They don't fuck with you for real. And I pointed it out on last week's episode. I see right through everything that Evelyn is doing. And Shani playing the game right along with her. They are setting you up to get into it with your mother so that could be the focus on this season. And not them and the shit that they got going on. And you falling right into the trap because you hate your mother so much for whatever reasons we don't know because we ain't lived in your household, right? But whatever the reason is, it can't be too bad you on a platform that she's been on for over 10 years. You done brought your ass on her, wanting to work side by side with her every day. I know if I had a parent that is so evil, like you say that your mother is, that she's on some Joan Crawford, that she's so bad, she's like Joan Crawford and Mommy Dearest, I wouldn't want to be nowhere near her ass. Okay? So you can really pump the brakes on that. The girls separate and go on different adventures on the last day. Jackie, Brandi, Jennifer, the niece girl, they all went to old Las Vegas or whatever. And Jackie tells Jennifer what Evelyn said about her having a real bad yeast infection back in the day, so bad she had to go to the emergency room. And Jennifer was like, okay. Like, she didn't even deny it or whatever. She was just like, okay, I don't care. And you know what? As much as I don't even like Jennifer for real on this show, I got to give it to her for the way that she's handling herself, because you can tell she's so unbothered, because even though we see the writings on the wall for her and Christian, she happy. So let her be happy and dumb and living in La La Land. But one thing about it, she ain't letting these hoes press her and get her down. And I like the way that she handled herself. Denise then decides that she want to pipe up. Says that she feels like Brandi needs to basically take accountability for having a bad attitude and putting her hands in Shani's face. And I'm like, Shakira, shut up. Why are you even here? You need to be on a telenovela, okay? You need to be on the Latino channel, okay? You fake ass Selena. Ain't nobody asked nothing from you, my love. You're going to be one and done. You ain't even got nothing going on this show. Every time we see you, you in goddamn Aloe or Lululemon. And then in your confessionals, you up here dressed like a Vegas showgirl. Like, girl, stop. Get off my line. Stop. Please. Gloria Stefan, like, stop. Ugh. Jackie makes it clear to them that she didn't like what happened between Brandi and Chantel, but that she will let Chantel handle herself, which I appreciate, because you knew what you were getting involved in when you decided that you wanted to be a cast member on this show. You knew what it was. And that's why you asked your mama time and time again, I have boundaries. Don't cross this line. I'm a grown-up, Mom. Mind your business, Jackie. And then when she minds her business, she wrong for that. Girl, get the fuck out of here. But I got more for you, bitch. I got more for you. So then Evelyn, while she's with the other girls, it's her, Ty, Ming. Or was Ming with them? I don't know. I just know it was her, Ty, Chantel, and somebody else. Oh, Brittany. She tells the girls about Jennifer's yeast infection or whatever, and that it was so bad that her cootie cat had blew up like a blowfish. I'm like, Evelyn, you the last person to talk about anybody's vagina. Okay? Because if Jennifer was over there with real bad yeast infections and swollen cootie cats, then we know yours was over there being ate up by king crabs Dungeness crabs and everything else. You had a whole seafood brawl going on down there. Okay? Like, you the last person to sit up here and try to talk about anybody's vajayjay. Because if she was getting ran through, you was getting ran through. Y'all was like this. Okay? Evelyn, and this is where she drops her little seeds, her and Shawnee. This is them playing the game. She turns to Chantel and was like, you know, I'm surprised that your mother didn't flip a table. And here go Chantel. Yeah, I was surprised too. Yeah, I was shocked. I was surprised too she didn't flip a table on Brandi. Yeah. Once again, Chantel thinks she's so smart, but she's so dumb. Because you didn't let this girl plant the little seed in your head of your mother wasn't there for you. You know what? She wasn't there for me. Pitting you against your mama. Like she's done several times in the past. And here you are being the goofball that you are that's falling right into the trap. And then goes on to say in her confessional that this brings her back to her mom choosing everything else over her, right? And once again, if Jackie is so horrible of a person, why are you here? Why? Is it because you want to use her platform to publicly shame her, bash her for the check, for the opportunity? Are you using her to get what you can get out of the situation? Because that's what it's giving, which would then make you know better than her. That night, they all go out for drinks. And Jackie says that she tried to help Brandi out with planning the last event. Here goes Chantel, screwing up her face like, got an attitude. How are you mad that this woman is refusing to get involved in this silly beef that you have with Brandi? First of all, that is her friend, a friend of hers for years. You are her daughter. That is the best thing that she can do is stay out of it unless it gets way too disrespectful. And I'm 1000% sure she would have handled Brandi. But you can't come on this platform and want to act like you the big bad wolf and you don't need no help. Mama, mind your business. And then when she mind her business, then you want to revert to a little girl and my mommy didn't have my back. How could she choose her over me? Which one is it, bitch? Which one is it? Because I'm confused and I ain't even your mammy. Shawnee walk in dressed like a goddamn igloo. Where the fuck are you going? Looking like a goddamn polar bear. Like, take your ass to Antarctica, okay? I'm sick of you too. Just look stupid. Brandi wants to have a one-on-one private conversation with Chantel to discuss whatever this issue they have with each other. But Chantel is adamant on, no, you tried to sun me in front of everybody, so you should apologize in front of everybody. If Brandi was in the wrong, I would agree with that. But once again, you started this, little girl. So I don't know how in your mind you've conjured up that Brandi did something to you. And you keep on saying your mama crazy. The crazy gene must have been passed down to you too. You know who she looked like? Chantel. Now that I think about it, she looked like the cartoon character from she looked like Goofy. She looked like Goofy. She looked like she needed to be a character on Goof Troop. She looked just like Goofy, bro. I can see it all in my head. I'm going to put a picture on the screen. She looked just like Goofy. That's probably why she act goofy. So Brandi is even now feeling like Ty's switching up on her now that things are good between her and Ming. And I don't think it was a situation of her switching up on her. I think that Ty is doing what Ty has been doing, trying to play peacemaker, right? But I would understand where Brandi was coming from because everybody outside of Jackie was ganging up on her. And that's just the fact. That's the fact of it all. They were all ganging up on her. And it had to have been tough on her because at the end of the day, that lady had done nothing to nobody. Ty then brings up to Jackie that Chantel was upset that she didn't stick up for her. And I appreciate it and was so happy and proud of Jackie for the way that she handled herself. And she was like, I'm not going there. I'm not going there. If my daughter got an issue with me, we'll talk about it, but I'm not doing this like in front of y'all. Like I'm not. And I don't blame her. She was like, I'm not going there. Let's talk about something else because there's a lot else that we could be talking about. And Jackie sees what's going on. She's been doing this for too long. She knows what they're trying to do. They're trying to make her the villain, trying to make this be the storyline for the season. And she like, I'm not playing into that. We're not doing it. Y'all have used my family for ratings and clickbait for years. We're not doing that. And I appreciated that with Jackie. Here go Brittany. Even after she says she's not talking about it, Brittany then tries to insinuate herself into the situation and keep on going on the topic. And Jackie shuts her down and was like, basically, mind your business, little girl. Ain't you hot? Bitch, we in Vegas. And you up here with all these blankets and sheets and shit wrapped around you. And I'm saying that as a joke. No shade, no disrespect to my Muslim T-Squad members. But I'm making it a joke with her because it's a joke with her. Because she's not taking the religion seriously. This is all entertainment and smoke and mirrors for Brittany. Brittany and Chantel get up and go over to the bar. And Chantel up there, so upset over her mother, who's done nothing to her. And Brittany is talking about how she's so triggered by Jackie because Jackie reminds her of her own mom and how she was treated by her mother and all of this stuff. And I'm like, well, girl, you need to go to therapy for that. Because obviously Allah ain't helped you. So Jackie is, however, with the ladies and are telling them that she's actually appreciates the fact that Brittany is holding it down for Chantel, that she's made her a friend. She actually respects that. You know what I'm saying? And two things can be true. I love the fact that you got my daughter's back, but at the same token, don't come for me. Have her back, but don't get involved when it comes to us. Chantel admits to Brittany, and this is what cracked me up, y'all. She admitted to Brittany over there at the bar that she did set her boundaries with her mother and that she did tell Jackie she could hold her own. So why the fuck are you mad? Because it makes no sense. She's respecting your boundaries. She's respecting the fact that you're a grown woman who can defend herself. Now, if she would have went crazy on Brandi, you would have reacted the same damn way you reacted right now. What is wrong with you? Why are you acting like this? She's crazy. Mom, I told you I can stick up for myself. You're doing too much. And this is what I'm talking about. You always overstep your boundaries. You're doing too much. She was either way it goes. I don't know what the is going on with Chantel. I don't know what the hell went on with her in her childhood. I don't know. But what I'm seeing as who she is as an adult woman, the bitch is confused. Bitch is dizzy, okay? Bitch have been spun around in a circle and she can't figure out which way is left or right. I don't know what the hell is wrong with this little girl. I really don't. I really, truly don't. And I feel like there is a lot more to this story. And I do feel like Jackie has fucked up as a mother in the past with her children. We all have seen it. We all know. But I also think that Chantel has used certain situations as a weapon against her mother. And I think after this week's episode, I think that Chantel has also weaponized her mother and father against each other. I think she uses Doug to, I guess, quote unquote, put Jackie in her place or something like that. But you know how children play parents against each other? I tell you no, but then you go to the daddy and daddy say yeah. So it's like what mama said. She gives that type of vibe to me. She gives conniving. Very much conniving. Very, very much. All that glitters ain't gold over there. She just as fucked up in the head as her mama, if that's the case. Brittany then says to Chantel, I'm just letting you know that I do respect you, but I don't give a fuck who mom it is.
Oh, no, 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 no.
What? So let me get this straight, Chantel. You're sitting up here distraught and crying because your mama, quote unquote, didn't have your back and didn't stick up for you. But you allowing some that you have known for 5 seconds to sit up here and disrespect your mother to your face, and you sit there like you at the Renaissance concert and everybody's on mute. T-Squad, are we dumb? Are we the problem? Like, cause I just don't get this at all. This little girl don't make no freaking sense. It's the mole. I keep on telling y'all that mole is the root of all evil. And I say this because my mole is flat. Her mole is not. That mole is ruining that girl's life, okay? That mole is poisonous, and the poison is spreading to her brain because that chick is insane, okay? That little girl crazy. She's crazy. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Jen arrives in a god-awful Gucci outfit. I hated it. And here go Evelyn. Just looking at her up and down. And Evelyn starts with Jen. And it's brought up that Ev wants Christian's fake auntie to stop threatening her. Now, mind you, she started with Jen. Jen didn't say nothing to her ass. Jen was like, I'm not going to talk for a grown woman. She's 2 miles away. She can have a conversation with you. I don't know how that was wrong of her to say, but here go Evelyn. You acting like I'm scared of something. You acting like I'm scared. I don't care. You can call her. I don't care. You act like that's doing something to me, Jennifer. So here goes Shani. But why would you do that? Why wouldn't she do that? You got an issue with her. Take it up with her. You want to act like you so rough and tough with your afro puffs. Then stand on business. You don't care. You ain't afraid. You ain't scared. Then have a conversation with her. What the f*** you coming to me for? So then here go Evelyn. You a goofy. She a goofy, but then you in your confessional talking about she's allowing these people to basically cyberbully me. Not you, the biggest bully on the playground, talking about somebody cyberbullying you. Really, Evelyn? Really? When you have bullied Jennifer, you tried to bully Royce, you tried to bully Tammy, you tried to bully Brandi, you tried to bully Brittany, Malaysia. The list goes on and on and on. But now, poor you getting cussed out on the internet and you don't know what to do with yourself. You don't know what to do with yourself because Auntie be eating your ass up. Eating you up. Jackie then thanks Brittany for having Chantel's back when they come from at the bar. Brittany's sitting there with an attitude and was like, you know what? I've never disrespected you. So all the hands in my face, I don't know what's going on with that, but it ain't gonna be too many more of them. Now, when Jackie was talking, she did have a little bass in her voice. I will say that much. But I would have too, because you just heard me say I'm not talking about it. And here you go continuing a conversation that I already told you I didn't want to discuss. That's between me and my daughter. And when she was talking, she was actually pointing past her face. She wasn't pointing in her face or directed to her. It was past her. But I agree with Jackie I do feel like Brittany just wanted to have a reason to have an issue. Because she ain't had nothing else going on the show thus far. Jackie was like, I wasn't putting my hand in your face in an aggressive way. Because I'll grab you by your fucking neck and ragdoll your ass. Jackie went from 0 to 100 real quick. Because bitch, I keep on trying to spare you. And you keep on playing with me. And I don't blame her. Here goes Chantel. What are you doing? You gonna turn up on her after she just turned up on me? Jackie was like, you can stay out of it. Like I stayed out of your shit. And that's real true tea. You and Brandi situation didn't get to the level of her and Brittany. And at the end of the day, this don't got nothing to do with you. This does have something to do with me and her. We're on a reality TV show. Let us do what we gonna do at the end of the day. At the end of the day, it didn't have anything to do with you. And once again, how are you coming at your mama for defending herself against this little rude? You're literally contradicting yourself in this moment. Brittany says to Jackie, how many drinks have you had? Steady with her. And Jackie say, this is water, baby. How many drinks have you had under your hijab? Damn! Because we not going to act like Miss Brittany. Your first season on the show that you wasn't getting lit and getting drunk and acting belligerent. So you the last person to bring up somebody's drinking, ma'am. Brittany then decides that she is a gangster, that she's a chola. She a part of, what's that, the fruit of the nation. Baby, she get up talking big talk, okay? Acting like she's big and bad and tough, honey. But notice as she's talking shit, she's getting up and grabbing her purse and walking the away from where Jackie is. And the farther she gets away from Jackie, the louder she gets. Girl, you ain't about that life. First of all, I listened to half of your autobiography like a year or two ago. Because I wanted to know, like, who is this chick? Who is this chick that everybody is talking about? You're not that girl. You grew up in the burbs. You grew up around a bunch of white people where you yourself admitted that you tried to assimilate and look like them by straightening your hair and trying not to be as black as you actually were. You didn't grow up in the hood. You wasn't out here fighting and carrying on. Like, girl, sit down somewhere. And then gonna have the nerve to say, I'm really living like that. Living like what? Living like what? Carissa explains it all. Nah, 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 nah. Nah, 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 nah. Hey, cool. Girl, Tiffany Amber Thiessen, if you don't get somewhere and sit down and go save yourself from the bell, bye, ma'am. Please, please, please. Jesse Spano is tougher than you. Stop. Jackie jumped over that motherfucking couch on that ass, though. And I firmly believe Jackie would have gave her some work even at her age. I really do. And here goes Chantel. Ain't no way you're serious right now. And Brittany talking about be a mother and all of this type of stuff. How you talking about anybody's parenting when you the half of the hip hop community? How you talking about anybody's parenting when you was just up here laid up with a known married man who has children of his own, and you had your son around this nigga that you had only been with for 5 minutes, but you want to talk about somebody's parenting? If you don't get somewhere and sit that girl, that scarf must be tied around your head too tight, because you done lost your mind. So then Chantel leaves crying, and I'm like, what the f is she crying for? She acting like she's so scared and shaken up by Jackie's behavior. Brandi follows her and grabs her and apologizes and stuff. And Brandi kind of threw me too, because even in her confessional, she talking about how she feels so bad for Chantel because she just wants some mother's love and this is that and the third. And I'm like, now you trying to act like Jackie did something wrong when she was sitting up here actually being fair and having your back in this situation. I didn't understand that neither. It's like, girl, fuck all of them. So Chantel is crying. Sometimes I just need to call my dad. Brandi, please keep her away from me. Please keep her away from me. Like she is scared for her life. Like she is just so afraid. Like Jackie is Freddy Krueger or something. So in her confessional, Chantel says, under the mask is the mother I grew up knowing and at times was very afraid of. Let me tell you something. You're going to lose this battle with the I'm afraid of my mama story, because anybody that has been afraid of a parent and acting all shook and shaken up like you is not going to be sitting up here yelling at their mama, calling their mother by their first name, disrespecting their mother, and then we're going to see you actually put your hands on your mother, but you're afraid of her? Girl, bye. You're not afraid of Jackie. You're never going to make us believe that you're afraid of Jackie. You have total and utter disdain and disgust for that woman, and you want the smoke with her. But being afraid, nah. Try that somewhere else, because your behavior does not exhibit anybody who's afraid of a parent at all. Chantel then gets to going off about how she's going through a court case with her first baby daddy and that Jackie knows this and didn't say anything to Brandi. Please explain to me what one has to do with the other. What does you having a custody case have to do with this mess between you and Brandi and Jackie knowing? Because once again, if you're going through all of this stuff, if you're so stressed out, why are you starting stuff with people? I would think that you would be preoccupied, not trying to let anything bother you, but you brought the drama. And then Shani come over to stir the pot even more. They acting like they're so concerned for Chantel. Well, you know who else loves you? We love you. Girl, if you bit more think that these bitches give a about you. And then she's so dumb talking about her confessional. I'm just so shocked that, how kind and sweet and supportive Evelyn and Shani has been. Evelyn in her confessional talks, I feel bad for Chantel. All she wants is to be loved by her mom, and Jackie just don't give a. And this is why I hope that auntie stay on your wrinkled neck, Evelyn, because it's like this. Because Jackie has not done anything to her, and every season you do. But Jackie needs to start realizing that you don't like her, you hate her, and that you're determined to try to take this lady down and destroy her. You're determined to try to make her crumble, and she has yet to do that. But her kryptonite is her family and her children. And you keep on going there. And then you wonder why don't nobody about you and your daughter. You wonder why. You wonder why. Because you dead wrong for this. Because where in any of this did Jackie show that she didn't give a fuck about that little girl? I'll wait. And you would think after what you have gone through with Jackie in the past, where you got yourself involved with her oldest daughter, and how you then came back and apologized and all of this stuff, and here you go doing the same again. You's an evil ass wench. You really truly are. That's why you're starting to age bad. I see the skin. It's starting to sag, mama. It really is. You need to go get that Kris Jenner real fast. But you gonna fuck around one day and you gonna be out somewhere and somebody gonna knock the dog out your ass. And that's what you need, is somebody to knock your head off your shoulders. Jackie then goes over and asks Chantel what's wrong with her. And in turn, Chantel asks Jackie what's wrong with her. Jackie tells her that she and Brittany issue has nothing to do with her and to stand down. Chantel tells me, if I get dad on this phone, it's going to go left. First of all, I wish my child would try to threaten me with calling my nigga on me. What the fuck you think he going to do to me? He ain't my motherfucking daddy. That's my husband. That's my dick. If I wasn't with this nigga, you wouldn't be here. What the fuck? And this goes back to what I was saying. She likes to pit her mama and daddy against each other. She uses that to her advantage. Because ain't no way in hell you think you got to part your lips to tell me if I get dad on the phone, it's going to go left. Bitch, let it go left, right, front, back, up, down, sideways, back again, flips, somersaults, splits, squabble up, huh? I would have been like, I got him on speed dial. Want me to call him? Want me to call your husband, ho? Oh, I forgot I ain't met that nigga. Is he even a person? I would have, ooh. Jackie then says to her, stop acting like a child, Shani, whatever the fuck she called that little girl. She said, this is not where you should have come, talking about on the show. And I agree. Because if you're not going to handle yourself like an adult woman and stop acting like a child, I'm going to call dad. That's what kids do. And then you wonder why Brandi said stay in a child's place. Like, you keep on proving that comment to be valid. Jackie says, this is not where you should have come, and calling my husband is a mistake. This little girl says, do you understand that that's my father? Do you hear yourself? Listen to yourself, Jackie. That's my blood. Are you dumb, but you're scared of her? If you're scared of Jackie, I'm afraid of eating Twinkies and cupcakes. And we all know that's a crock. What? How you mad because she said that's her husband? Is he not? And once again, he wouldn't be your daddy if he wasn't my husband. It's like she mad that that's her man. Like, that was the weirdest shit I've ever seen in my life. And you want to be so grown, but then you want to say, that's my dad. I can call my dad. Like, I really want to know what you think he gonna do to her. Really, what do you think that this man gonna do to her? Unless it's something that we don't know. Chantel, if I was Jackie, I would cut the bitch off. I'm such a horrible mother. You're afraid of me. You all had to be cookie cutter and perfect, or else I don't know my boundaries. Bet. You would never have to worry about me ever again in life. I wish you and your kids the best. If my grandchildren ever need me, of course I will be there. But when it come to you, you Looney Tune adventure looking bitch, you. Don't ever part your lips to call me mama, Jackie, Jacqueline, Jack, nothing. nothing. We would never speak again. Never. Ever, 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 ever. Because she the type where you got to show her better than you can tell her. Let her get out there in that world and flounder. Because this marriage that she got with this, that shit ain't going to last. Now you're going to be out here with 2 kids, 2 baby daddies, divorced. And what else you got going on with yourself? You had to come on my show to get a check. And these same bitches that you think got your back going to be the same that's going to turn their backs on you. Because Evelyn and Shawnee could give fucks about you. You better go and get that mole removed. That motherfucker gonna keep on growing. It's gonna keep on growing. It's gonna take over your whole entire body. You're gonna be looking like a damn clicker from off The Last of Us. I'm telling you. God don't like ugly. He don't like ugly. Bitch, you're acting real ugly. And Brittany, you fake ass Muslim, you going to hell for the way that you on this show showing your natural lily white. Playing around with religion is diabolical, okay? Diabolical. Because nothing in you is religious, is holy. You up here dressed the part, but all of this, like Iyanla, is rotten. Because you on national television cussing and calling people and I'm about that life. I live that life for real. Live what life? I thought that you was over there praying to Allah. I see right through you. You the same that was literally on social media last year in that car talking about how the money had dried up ever since you became Muslim.
First of all, Allahu Akbar. I've gone through a lot of changes internally. And as a result, my outer world has completely crumbled. Sorry. Whoa! Wow. Leaving me incredibly uncertain in just about every area in my life. I have no idea where I'm going to live or how I'm going to provide for my son. But Allah has moved mountains for me. And I trust that this will be no different. I feel like Alice when she ate the cookie and her feet went through the windows and she's crammed in the house like that. I've outgrown where I am. The facade is fading, alhamdulillah. And I'm at a place where I don't want anything that doesn't have my name on it. Take it away. It serves no purpose here. And I don't want a penny more than I'm meant to have because I can do a lot with a little. The facade is fading. And when the facade fades and all the BS is cleared out, it makes room for what has always been for you.
So, let me take my back on this reality show so I can have some income. But see, the two don't mix. You can't try to be one thing over here and then put yourself in a negative environment and think that the two is going to mesh well together. No, they're going to clash. Because if you're really truly trying to change and be a better person and go on this righteous path, then you wouldn't even veered going back in Basketball Wives world. That wouldn't even been a thought for you. And just because you got issues with your own mama don't mean that it's okay for you to take the shit out on somebody else's mother. And then to judge somebody else's parenting when you're no better than anybody else. You're a whore. You're a whore. Let's just be real. You're a whore. You're a whore with a sheet wrapped around your head. Because you don't respect the faith at all. You don't. And you ought to be ashamed. I feel sad for your child. Knowing that when he grows up, he's going to have to deal with the fact that my mama fucked niggas from the NFL, the DHL, the UPS, the FedEx, goddammit, the MLB, the HIP, HOP, RNB. Like, girl. Like, no. You and Evelyn should be besties, child. That's probably why y'all don't like each other, because y'all too much alike. Too much alike. No. No, 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 no. And I can't wait to see how long this little friendship between you and Chantel gonna last, because y'all gonna switch up on each other too. Whew. I'm gonna give this week's episode of Basketball Wives an A, because baby, this is a 50-minute review. Child, a 50-minute review. But give it an A. They pissed me off. My throat hurt. Hope I ain't getting sick. I love you, T Squad. Please make sure to thumbs up this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on your post notifications so you know my videos drop. I love you guys, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.